I've had an idea for a fuzz for a very long time. It's a feature of a fuzz, not really the fuzz itself, it's a feature on a fuzz. I've always thought, what if there was this one feature that we're about to talk about in a fuzz that it'll help a lot of people out. And the only person I could get on board with this extremely exciting idea is Jordan from MMK Electrics. You know MMK Electrics because this is one of my favorite pedals. One of my favorite pedals, not overdrive, but one of my favorite pedals of all time. It's a red cream soda. How much do you like it, Buddy Blues? I like it this much. And so while talking fuzz, I thought, why doesn't anybody make a fuzz pedal that has two foot switches? One that turns the fuzz on and off, that would be nice, and another one that simulates you turning the volume down on the guitar, but with a foot switch. You click it and it cleans up the sound. You get that clean fuzzy sound in case you have EMGs, in case you don't want to put the fuzz at the very beginning. So a buffer when you do this doesn't really help. Man, and he said, that is a great idea, let's do it. And he did twice. Today we look at both Pavlov fuzzes from MMK Electrics. Is up YouTube? My name is Buddy Blues And it's Small Business Tuesday on a Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And I don't care, you don't care. Let's move on. Jordan from MMK Electrics just released the Pavlov Fuzz. 2 of them to be precise. Technically 3, but I'll talk about the third a little bit later. The Pavlov Fuzz comes in 2 variants, the Fuzz Vase variant and the Darlington variant. The only way I could know which is on the back. One says F and one says D. Both of them are going to have the same topology, if you will. They're going to look the same. They're going to have the same feature, on and off, and the clean up knob, which is so damn smart. I will explain a little bit why in a second. You have 2 knobs. One is a frequency knob that does that. And the other one is amplitude. Amplitude is going to give you the oomph. Frequency is going to choose which frequency of the fuzz you're on. They sound incredibly good anywhere. What do I mean by anywhere? Any amp, broken up, clean amp, doesn't matter. Any guitar, humbuckers, single coils, P90s, doesn't matter. Active humbuckers, active pickups, active single coils, silent pickups, noiseless pick. It just sounds perfect. And he has the tendency to do that. Like, this took him so long to perfect. And the same with the, I spoke about this to him 2 years ago. 2 years. This took 2 years. 2 years. Where were you 2 years ago? You don't even remember. Was COVID 2 years ago? I don't know. Now the cleanup knob that I said I'll get to. This cleanup knob, brilliant. I had this idea a long time ago. No one would listen to me. There's literally a potentiometer inside, a volume pot inside, that's set to half. And when you click it, it engages that as if you did this on the guitar. But Buddy Blues, I have a volume knob on my guitar. I have a volume knob on my guitar. Why can't I just do that myself? Listen, sir, or wham, you can do it. However, it's not going to be the same. And you're going to have more control. What do I mean? If I click that, if I'm at 10 on my Strat, on my guitar, whatever. If I'm at 10 and I hit the clean up, it doesn't really go to half. It goes to, if you will, 8-ish. It goes to about 8-ish, which still, now you're 10, you can go down. That doesn't mean we're taking the 7 or 8 down itself. No, it's a different tier of cleanup. My God, this is so smart. I don't know why anybody hasn't done it before, but I'm so glad that he did. Same thing on the Darlington, by the way. Different circuit, different type of fuzz, more fuzzy in your face. Again, frequency, amplitude, enough talking. I'm going to play the same Strat that I played in the beginning because I had single coils and humbuckers. I'm going to keep going through the Victory MK Clean. Oxbox, let's get to it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have now heard the Pavlov Fuzzes from MMK Electric. Isn't this thing remarkable? Isn't this so smart, man? Isn't this so smart? You can get it as fuzzy as you'd like and just keep that clicked on. Keep that on. And then when you really want to dive, well, solo, whatever, click it. It's as if you're clicking another, it's kind of like you're adding an overdrive or a boost to a fuzz. You click it and it's there. That sound is there. That sound happens to be too much. Too much, turn the volume knob a bit down on your guitar. It sounds so simple. There's just a pot inside that's turned a little bit down. Of course, there's a lot more circuitry and blah, blah, blah that I don't understand. But essentially, there's just a pot inside that's set to half. Why hasn't anyone done this before? I think he should patent this. And then I could sue because this was my idea. I'm extremely happy he did this though, and I'm extremely happy it was Jordan from MMK. So I told you there's 3 variants. If you'd like to go super fancy schmancy, you could order the limited edition Pavlov Fuzz that has a box. And it's a gorgeous box. I mean, this is all handmade, obviously. And at the back, it'll show you what's fancy about it is the components that go in, the transistors mainly. Those are going to be the really high-end, expensive, selective ones. This is going to be a little bit more expensive than the normal one, but look at that. And you keep the box and it looks awesome. You can store the pedal in there if it's not on the pedal board, whatever. It's an excellent box. You open it, the pedal's inside, and it comes with a honey pick. Now, your boy here, Buddy Blues, has a signature honey pick. Did you know that? Signature artist, excuse me. So Jordan does it again. He's very smart, he's very dedicated, and if you ever have a chance to talk to him, talk to him. I bet you he'll answer your questions on email or on Instagram, on DMs or whatever. He's active on there. He's such a lovely guy. He's the guy in Alaska. You know, remember we did videos ages ago. I told you why he moved to Alaska. I still don't know. But he's that guy in Alaska. He's a lovely dude. He has a lovely wife. He has 2 kids now. It's really the American dream is that family. And it's a small business that works with other small businesses. So the cases is made by another small business in Alaska. This is what this is all about. This is what this is all about. It's passionate people doing things they love doing. Good people doing the things they love doing. It's not hard to give this guy money, is what I'm trying to say. And I do hope you give him a follow. I do hope you get yourself one of these. And if you do, let me know what you think. Hey. This is your first Small Business Tuesday. Welcome. If it's not, welcome back. My name is Buddy Blues. That's what we do. We look at small businesses in the music community, mostly guitar, because I can't really do anything else in life. It's been proven time and time and time again. Every crossroad I hit a wall. I end up back in guitars. It's the only thing I can do in life. We like to give these guys a voice because they're the ones that matter most in our industry. They're the ones that really build the industry from the bottom up. I sound like a politician. Consider liking, sharing, subscribing if you like this video. If you didn't like this video, go insult Jordan. Send him a nasty email. Now what? I have been Buddy Blues. You have been the people of the blues. Until next time. Thank you so much for watching.